Hello and thanks for being back. I'm here with my Filio blocks. I have the Cabernet Fall Edition ones, so if you think I've got something else, they're still just Filio blocks. Today we're going to go through a strength segment, and the emphasis here is total body. So we're not just focusing on hands and wrists like we've been talking about throughout this series, but we're going to incorporate the whole body. And I think there's something really important, and we'll dive in it more in other pieces of the course. And I'm sure you've heard me say it already, but when we're talking about any pain, any discomfort, any challenges, or we're looking at a specific joint or structure, I really want to start proximal. So I want to start closer to the body and work my way out. So if I'm thinking about the hand or the wrist, I really want to think about what's going on at the rib cage, the shoulder, the elbow, and the hand. So we could start to work our way to a more localized position or joint, but I want to think about the whole body. So this strength session is all about the entire body. So we're going to work upper body, lower body, and everything in between. I've got a couple visitors today, Buddy and Chester behind me. So if they get in the way, sorry. So all you'll need is your Filio blocks, a mat, and we'll get started. So begin here in a child's pose position. And what you're going to do is just settle here for a moment, take a couple of breaths in. You could take any child's pose that you'd like. Breathing in through the nose, exhaling out through the mouth. Bring awareness to the core, the rib cage. Draw out the exhale. And before we get in too deeply, I want to get right into our hands. So I want you to just feel the weight into your hands. So come up into all fours, feel the weight into the hands, and just start to lean forward and back and just sense the wrists. How are they feeling? What's the relationship between the wrists and the elbows, shoulders? How is the upper body and arm feeling today? How's the wrist load on the mat? If you'd like to take a downward dog, we'll just check out these positions. Just see how they feel for a second here. Maybe a push-up position. Just see how it feels into the hands, into the wrists. This is just a little awareness exercise to check in. And come on back to the knees. We'll go into a modified child's pose this time. So we're going to have one elbow on the ground. I'm going to take my left elbow towards the floor. I'm going to supinate my hand so my palm is facing me, and I'm going to lift it towards my shoulder. My other arm is going to be on the ground, elbow and hand on the ground. And you could go further with the elbow if you feel that you have a little bit more mobility than I. And we'll take breaths here. So you should be feeling a left lat stretch underneath your armpit. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. And switch arms. Right arm's ahead. Elbow bends towards you. Palm towards your shoulder. Keep the elbow as far as you can away from your body to find that stretch through the lat. Inhale and exhale fully. And as you inhale, see if you can expand the front of your rib cage towards your chest. Good. Now that you got the hang of that, take your Filio block at the lowest setting And I want to go back to the left side one more time. So this time you'll have your elbow on the filio block. Hand is supinated, palm towards you. You'll drop in, reaching the elbow away, keeping everything in line. Inhaling into the nose, exhaling out through the mouth. If you're looking for a little more of a stretch, you could reach the right hand out in front of you, taking the right elbow off the ground. Exhale and curl the hand closer to the shoulder. And as you exhale, allow the torso, the rib cage to drop. And you may come a little bit closer to the mat on the exhale. Good, and switch sides. Right elbow to the block on the low setting. Reach it out in front. Curl the hand to the shoulder so the palm is facing the shoulder. Reach the right elbow away. Left hand is down or reaching out. Just 3 breaths here, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Expand the air into the rib cage. Last one. Exhale fully. Good, and make your way out of that position. We're going to take our blocks, keep them on the lowest setting, bring them together horizontally towards the front of your mat. Lie on your back, and put your heels onto the blocks. So in this position, you could scoot your butt down so your heels are pretty close to the blocks, maybe about a foot or 2 in between. A place where you feel pretty grounded, where like I could push down into my heels and start to find some of these muscles on the backs of my legs. So from this position, I want you to reach your hands up to the sky with an exhale. And then as you're up here, I want you to just drive the heels into the ground a little bit. So you start to activate the backs of the legs. Keeping your knees towards one another, continue to breathe. On your next exhale, just barely lift your tailbone off the ground, driving your knees towards the sky. Hold that position. Feel the back of your hamstrings, the back of your thigh activating. Push down into the blocks a little bit harder now. And lift the lower back, the tailbone off the ground a little more. Continue your breathing. And one last time. Exhale fully. Awesome. Relax the pelvis back onto the ground. Hands onto the ground. Rest for a moment here. Roll yourself up to a stand. I'm sorry, not a stand, a seat. Grab your blocks. And you could go ahead and grab onto the handle. Roll back again. Elbows on the ground. Hands above elbows. Almost like you're going to do a press. And that's exactly what we're going to do. So as we press, we're going to kind of roll. So we're going to press one hand at a time. Heels are down into the ground just like we were just before. Now right hand's going to press towards the sky. And you're going to slightly roll to the left side. Head and neck stays down on the floor. And lower and press to the left. Each concentric movement or each action of the movement of the press is going to be coordinated with an exhale. So continue to go left to right. Exhaling and reaching. And feel the roll. You're rolling from one scapula to the other. It's a long, long reach. Through the hand, through the elbow. Shoulder blade is coming off the floor. Heels are staying grounded. But you can sense a shift through the entire body here. Through the pelvis, the shoulder blades, the back. And you can pick up the speed if you'd like. Just find what's pleasant here with the rolling. I'm just using this as a warm up to get the rib cage moving. And as you continue, see if as you exhale, slow it down. As you exhale, you could close down the rib cage of the hand that's reaching. So if you're reaching with the left hand, the exhale will come and the left rib cage will close. One more each way. Roll back up, and we'll back and forth roll with our elbows bent and our hands at our sides. Keeping the knees towards the chest here, just rolling on our back to our heads, heels to the ground. Inhale as you roll back. Exhale forward. Two more here. And we'll bring ourselves to an all fours position. I'll spin around. All fours, hands on your blocks. In this position here, I want you to reach your arms into the handles. Keep your knees and toes on the floor. Begin to feel this position. Inhale through the body. Look into the floor, keeping your head and neck relatively neutral. Your ears away from your shoulders. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Can you find the abs here? Specifically the lower outer abs. Ditch your blocks forward. And do this from the hands now. Take the hands into the floor, reach. Exhale with some force this time. Feel the ribs close up front and feel the abs start to turn on. Keeping the neck loose. Inhale through the nose. Expand the entire rib cage. Exhale fully. Continue reaching through the floor. Slightly bend the elbows, but keep reaching those shoulder blades long. Feel the shoulder blades on the body. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Your choice. Down dog, we're going to go hands, knees. Feel this down dog out as opposed to how we began today. Does it feel any different? Pedal out if you'd like. And then we're going to take our left hand to our right toe with an exhale and bring it back to the floor. Shift the hips forward into a plank. Drive back into a downward dog. Exhale. Reach the right hand to the left toe. And continue that motion, lowering the hips to plank. Pushing back to down dog. Reaching opposite. Left hand to right toe. Switch, shift forward. Reach right hand to left toe. Shift forward. Continue the breath. Down dog, reach left hand to right toe. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, reach. We got one more on each side. Last one here. Shift forward with an inhale. Exhale, reach. Come on down to the floor. And let's get moving. Hopefully you feel a little bit of warmth now. And now that we've generated some warmth, let's get into it. Let's stop fooling around. Okay, so I want you to take your block on the lowest setting right now. Place it under your left knee. Right foot ahead. Left toe is tucked under. So you're in a nice lunge or split squat stance position. In this position, you could feel, you could push through the right foot. You could even push through the left toes if you wanted to. So it's a shorter stance. My hip is right above my knee, and my shoulder is right above my hip. And here we go. We're going to push through the right foot and stand tall. Find the balance into the right foot. Shift into the right side of the body. And place your left hand on your right thigh and lower back down. Keeping your right hand on your left thigh. Continue up. That's 2. And down. 3. And we'll Continue to press through that front foot, through that front leg, and begin to bring your eyes forward, looking out on the horizon. 7, 8, 9, 10. You might feel some cooking now. We got 5 more. Push through the whole foot. Drive that heel into the ground. 3, 2, 1. And switch sides. Go ahead and shift the block over underneath the right knee. Find the position. Get your foot underneath you on the left side. Heel back. Toes on the ground. Find the weight distribution. Hip over knee. Shoulder over hip over knee. Here we go. Find the position and up. Back down. Touch your block gently. Back up. You may find that you're bouncing off your block. Try to stay under control and bring your right hand to your left thigh. 7. Keep your eyes up now, if you can. And maybe you're starting to feel the cook. 9. Keep the right hand on the left thigh. 3, 2, 1. And relax. All right, we're going to go down to a kneeling position. If you need something underneath your knee, go ahead. Take one block in your hand, your right hand specifically. We're going to have our left foot forward. Same position that we just did. We're going to curl our phyleo block up, supination, hand towards us. And what we're going to do is press. And as we press, we're going to open and pronate. So, palm is toward us to begin. And then as we reach, the palm's going to go away from our body, facing out. And we're going to lower back down. Here we go. That's 3. You can use your left hand as support. 4, 5. Try not to dump into the low back here. So keep the weight shifted slightly forward. Push the left hand into the knee to drive some support. And we're going to do 15 here. That's 7. That's 8. That's 9. That's 10. And we're doing pronation and supination of the hand and wrist here. 4, 3, 2, 1, and none. Switch sides. All right, other side here. Again, finding the position from the floor is most important. So make sure your front foot is underneath your knee and your back knee is underneath your hip. Wait until your left hand, grab on tight. Bring the palm towards you like you're curling it close. Eyes go up, pronate as you press, supinate as you lower. Here we go. You're just punching straight up to the sky. Not trying to go out in front or behind. No leaning backwards. Eyes are straight out in front of you. We've got 5. Keep the foot pressing into the floor. You may feel some abs as well if you're keeping the rib cage from flailing open and back. 2, 1, and rest. Here we go. We're going to take that same block and we're going to shift it to our right side. So if you're noticing and picking all this up, there's going to be a lot of knee-laying positions here. The right knee is going to be on the second level. The reason for second level is going to give us some space to work with, and we're going to do a little bit of a row here. So what you're going to do is kneel on the second level with the right knee, bringing the left foot forward. Right hand on the block. Right knee, right hand. So right hand's got a hold of the handle. Right knee is down onto the block. Taint your fingertips on the left. And what you're going to do is reach into those left fingertips really hard. Press through the left foot. And pull the weight back on the right side. Hold it at the top. Find a position where you can start to feel some back muscles. Exhale, bring your eyes forward. Okay. Hold. 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 Pulling the scapula back towards the spine. Breathe. You should feel back more than anything and lower. Situate yourself one more time now that you got the hang of what we're doing. Press into the left foot, left fingertips. Pull the arm back, elbow goes back, shoulder goes back. But the elbow is no further than the shoulder. You're pulling the scapula towards the spine. 3, 2, 1, lower. Take your block, supinate your hand so your palm is away. So the block is now horizontal. Pull again with this position. Bringing the elbow back. Feel, pull, squeeze. Can you feel some back muscles here activating? Hold on to that handle, squeeze onto that handle. 3, 2, 1, relax. One more time, just like this. Take your fingertips off the ground for a second. Release the fingertips. Come on back down. Last one. Here we go. Exhale, pull, hold, squeeze. Start to generate some force, some tension. Feel the muscles. Keep your eyes forward. Shoulder blade stays towards the spine. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Switch sides. Take a break for a second. So your left knee is going to get the block this time, and your left hand is going to get the block. So this exercise should be starting to work through the torso, through the shoulder blades, and pull. Now, as you begin to do this, if you feel the shoulder dumping forward, just remind yourself to pull through the shoulder and keep the shoulder and shoulder blade back. Here we go. Left knee to left block, right foot forward. Tent the right fingertips, and our block is vertical. Handle is vertical with my mat. Here we go. Pull, hold. Now, just while you're hanging out here, start to create some muscular tension. Squeeze the block, squeeze the handle, pull the scapula towards your spine. Hold. 3, 2, 1, lower. So you have kind of a choice here. Can you make this more difficult? Can you make it more challenging? Here we go again. Right fingertips down. Pull the block towards you. Hold. Reach through the right fingertips. Push through the right foot. Eyes up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Turn the block horizontal. So your supination position, so the palm is facing away from your body. Here we go again. Reach into the right fingertips, right foot into the floor. Pull, hold. Squeeze those muscles on the back of your body. Keep a solid position, pushing through the right side. 2, 1. Relax your fingertips for a second. We got one more time. Now, as you're doing this, you're pushing through the right side and pulling through the left side. Here we go. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Pull. Squeeze. Generate some tension. Do something here because it could be easy. You could just relax, but I want you to pull. I want you to create some force, some tension. 3, 2, 1. Lower. Sweet. Hopefully you're feeling a little bit of back muscles, and let's get going. So we're going to do a little Chaturanga type activity, and I'm going to invite you to make it what you want. So it could be more Chaturanga-ish or more push-up like. And the difference in that is, are the elbows going to be close to the body, or are they going to be further away from the body? Here we go. So you have two options. You go from the knees or you go from the feet. I'm going to show you from the knees first. All right, we've got a couple options with the blocks, of course. We got our 3 different levels. What I want you to do is find a level. Start with the 3rd level, just so we can practice. Get the hips into position. No sagging. Lift the hips off the ground. Push your hands into the floor with an exhale. Find abs. Find abs. Find abs. Push through your toes, your knees. And now I want you to do is lower. Any elbow position that feels good for you. Lower to your block, but don't let the block hold you up. Lower to your block and hold, and then push away. Okay, relax for a second. Now, if you've got that position, that's okay. If you think that's going to be challenging, stay there. Try the second position if you want to explore a little bit for a second. So we're a little bit lower now. Shift the weight forward, hips down. And this block should be about your chest level, in a place where you won't run into it with your head. Inhale, exhale, reach through the floor. Now lower when you're ready. Lower, 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 under control. Touch the block first and then stay away from it. Don't let your weight fall into it. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Push away. Go ahead and relax. If you found that to be easy, continue down. If not, stay wherever you're at, because this is going to get tough. Shift your weight forward into your hands. Here we go. Back into position. Reach into the floor. Go ahead and lower, lower, lower. Again, we're pulling our arms back, almost like the row that we just did. Hold at the bottom. 3, 2, 1. Push away. So if you think about that, the row, the pulling motion, and the pushing moment are quite the same, except when you're lowering yourself to the floor, it's almost like you can think that you're pulling yourself to the ground. It's really no different. The shoulder blades are going to move very similarly, it's just that the load that you're working against is going to change, of course. Let's do this again. If you're with me, let's go from the top. Level 3. Lower. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push away. Second level. Here we go. Wherever you're at, keep going. Lower. Hold. Generate tension in the bottom position. Almost as if you're going to try and push yourself away without moving. 3, 2, 1. Push away. Flat position. If you're with me, you're probably shaking. Shift forward. Abs on. Here we go. Lower. Get to the block. Stay. Hover. 5, 4. Squeeze those muscles. 3. Eyes forward. 1. Relax. Push. Okay. All right. That's enough of that. That was fun. Bring the knee back. Left knee on top of the level 1 setting on the block. And you know this position now. We've done these split squats. We've done this lunge stance before. Now all I want you to do is take the concept that we took from that push-up, which was elevate yourself off of that block and hold. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Push, hold. You're right above the block. Like a piece of paper could slide underneath the block, but no more. Hold here. Hold. If you think this is a walk in the park, then push through your right foot. And if you still think so, I want you to kick your left your left toes towards the floor, almost like you're trying to extend the leg. 3, 2, 1. Lower and switch sides. Right knee on the block, left foot forward. Same position, find yourself. 3, 2, 1, lift off. Hold that right knee right above that block. Try not to push against the leg. You could use some balance and support, but don't push into it. Hold, hold. Now, push through the left foot. Swing through the right toes. Can you create a little challenge? 3, 2, 1. Okay, relax for a second. Come back down. All right, if you're doing this and you're finding it to be easy, just focus into the holds, generating tension here using your muscles. If not, and you found where it's challenging, just stay where you're at and work. All right, let's start from the top. We've got our block. We're just going to use one block here. So I want you to grab onto your block and stand tall to begin. So we have the kneeling position. And if you need your other block to show you where you're at in space, that's fine. So left knee on your block to start, and left hand with your other block. Now, if you feel comfortable, we'll kick the left block out, but we'll start here. We got the load in the left hand. We're going to come up and down to the block. Up and down to the block. Here we go. 4, 5. If you feel like you got this, kick this block away, lower down to the floor for these last 10. So we're increasing the range of motion, pressing through the right foot. 3, 4, 5. We got 5 more. Allow your left arm to hang heavy. Keep the weight right in front of your left thigh. 3, 2, 1. And push. 0. Good. Switch side. Right hand has got the block. Right knee to the block. If you want it to find your position at first, once you got it, let's go. I'm going to do my first 5 here. 3, 4, 5, and I'm going to kick my block away for 10. Let's go. Push. A lot of weight through the left leg. Kicking down through the right toes. 4, 5. 5 to go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's terrible. Okay. Whew. Down to a kneeling position. Grab one block into the left hand. And bring the right foot forward. Bicep curl, supinate, palm facing you. This time we're going to add a little element of challenge. As you lower, your right hand is going to glide down the inside of your shin to the floor and press. So it's going to happen a little more fluidly. You're going to come out of it. You're going to turn and press. And you can even look up towards that dumbbell. So we got our left hand press. We're reaching towards the right hand to the floor as we push and reach up and come back the same way. If you need a block on the inside of your foot, all good. Press and reach. Here we go. Press and reach. There we go. If you can't reach down as far, all right, if you got the block there, keep rolling along. That's 5, 6. You're turning the torso, reaching towards that dumbbell so you can see your hand inside the block. 9, 10. 5 to go wherever you're at. 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch sides. Right hand's gonna have the block. Right foot, or right knee down. Left foot forward. Curl the right hand. And we're reaching up to the sky. Start slow. The left hand is gliding against the inner leg, inner left leg as you reach. And once you find that rhythm, turn, reach, and then restore your position back to the center. 5, 6, 7, 8. Use your block on the bottom side if you need it. 10. We got 5 to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. And relax. Switching sides. We're going to go back to the left side. Left knee on the block. Left hand with your filio block handle. Right foot forward. Right fingertips on the ground. Tent the fingertips if you need to create some space. Reach into the right hand. We're pulling, pulling, pulling. Hold, hold, hold. Create tension. Elbow back, shoulder back. Push through the foot. Push through the right hand. 3, 2, 1 to a lower. Pronate the hand now. We haven't done this yet. So the palm is facing you, but the block is horizontal. Here we go. Same thing. Reach through the fingertips. Push, pull. So the pushing and pulling action is occurring at the same time. Hold. Squeeze the muscles. Squeeze your handle. 3, 2, 1. Lower. Supinate. Blocks horizontal, but the other way now. Take the fingertips off the ground. Give them a second, because I really want you to push through those fingertips. So bringing the weight back into the right foot. Right fingertips pushing down through the ground. Pull the elbow back. Reach into the right. Pull through the left. Eyes up. Shoulder blade back. Squeeze. Hold the handle tight. 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 3, 2, 1. Restore the position. Switch sides. Block under right knee. Handle on the right hand. Left foot forward, left fingertips down. Create space with the left fingertips. Close the left side of the ribcage. Exhale. Pull with the block vertical. Squeeze. Hold. Squeeze. Hold. Pull harder. See if you can find those lats. See if you can find the upper back muscles. 3, 2, 1. Lower. Pronate the hand and wrist. Palm facing you. Block is horizontal. Pull towards you. Here we go. Reach into the ground. Pull harder. Squeeze the handle. Can you feel back muscles? Can you feel back muscles? The cramping. Push. 2, 1. Lower. Relax the left fingertips. Supinate the hand. Block is still horizontal. Here we go. When you're ready. Left fingertips meet the floor. Push into the ground. Last time. Pull. Pull. Squeeze the elbow back. Shoulder blade back. Towards the spine. Let's go. Hold it there. 3, 2, 1. Ditch it. All right. Back down to the knees. Shake the hands out gently. We're going to shift into this push-up hold. So begin wherever you'd like at the block at any position. We're going to lower to the block, hover, create tension 3 times. 10 seconds. Let's go. Hands in position, shift your weight forward. Take an exhale, reach into the floor. Lower from the knees. Generate tension, hold just above the block. Push into the floor. Act as if you're trying to move, but you're not going anywhere. I know, that sounds exciting. Going nowhere. With difficulty. 3, 2, 1, push away. If you find this to be too easy, you could, of course, come off your knees, but you can make this pretty tough. Shift into the hands another time. Lower. Squeeze. Shoulders are back, just like a pull. Hands are pushing into the floor. Elbows are out if they want to be. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All right, take a rest out. We're going to go one more time in. I am shaking and sweating. Let's go. Shift your weight forward, lower. Hold and breathe. Push to the floor. Act like you're trying to go somewhere. 5. Hold. 3, 2, smile, and push. Okay. Wow, that could be terrible. All right, keep the block down. Shift it underneath your left knee. Right foot forward. We've got a hold here. Right foot forward. Left toes tucked under. Push to the ground. Hold. Hover. Hover. Hang out. Kick the left toes into the mat. Push the right foot down into the floor. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Done. Switch sides. Right knee on the block. Left foot grounded. Hover. Hold. Kick the right toes into the ground. Push. Holy heck. 5. Push. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Holy smokes. All right. Go ahead and stand up to clear things out a little bit. Shake. We got one more round. I know, this is terrible. Okay. We're going to start with our split squat. Now, if you feel like you could go from top to bottom without the block, which is just the full range of motion, if this helps you maintain position and groundedness, keep going. You can make this tough, so don't worry about it. Grab one block into the left hand, left knee into the block. Here you are. Now, if you're really feeling it, I want you to reach that left hand out, and let's go. If not, just hold it at your side. 3, eyes up. 4, 5. Get rid of your block if you don't need it. 6, 7, 8, look over the top of your block. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, slow, 14, 15 at the top, hold, and lower, 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 lower. Get almost to the mat and hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Okay, switch sides. Right hand has the block, and left foot is forward. Right knee has the block if you've got it. Here we go. Take a second. Find your kneeling position. Reach the right hand out if you got it. Buckle down. Here we go. Push up, lower down. It's almost like you are in an elevator. Straight down, straight up. There's not a lot of forward back movement here. 4, 5, 6. Eyes go looking right over the block. 8, 9, 10. Hopefully you're feeling legs. 1, 2, 3. Last 2. Slow. 4 and 5. Hold at the top. Lower. Slow. Controlled. Make it terrible. 5, 4, 3. Get to the bottom. Hold. 2, 1, and relax. Oh, all right. We've got our kneeling press. So let's set you up for that. Handle in the left hand. Block on the inside of your right foot if you need it. If not, no worries. Here we go. Curl. Supinate. Palm towards you. As you push, you are opening and pronating. Reach to the floor beside the right foot. We got 15. 3, 4. You could look towards the block. A little more challenge for balance. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Holy heck, my legs are burning. 3, 2, 1, and 0. Switch sides. Oh gosh. I'm surprised a little bit. Okay, left foot down in front. Squeeze, curl the right arm, right hand. Here we go. Reach down towards the floor, gliding the left hand along the inner part of the left shin. Hand press and reach. Restore yourself back to the center, facing forward. 3, 4, 5, 6. Reach high up to the ceiling, up to the sky. That's 9, 10. Got 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Reach. 5. Pull it back together. Relax. Okay. One more set of rows. Left hand has got a handle. Left knee's got a block. All right, these are the most underestimated ones. Handles vertical. Right fingertips into the floor. Right foot into the floor. Push with the right side. Pull with the left. Pull. It's your last time. Generate some tension. Make it hard. Squeeze. Squeeze the left abs. Squeeze the left shoulder blade back. Elbow back. 3, 2, 1. Lower. Pronate the hand. Thumb down. Palm facing you. Right fingertips to the floor. Squeeze back. Elbow is out slightly this time. Left abs. Squeeze, breathe. 5 seconds. Push through the right hand. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Give the right fingertips a break. Keep the block horizontal. Twist it. Supinate the hand this time. Here we go. Right fingertips meet the floor. Push through the right hand. Pull with the left. Elbow goes back. It's a little bit closer to the body now. Squeeze, eyes up. Squeeze, last time. Hold the handle tight. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Whew, switch sides. Right knee gets the block, right hand gets the block. Wow. Left foot to the ground, left fingertips on the ground. Blocks vertical pull, reach to the left, squeeze back, shoulder blade back, elbow back. Eyes looking straight ahead, towards the ground, of course. Squeeze, pull, hold the handle tighter. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Pronate the hand, palm facing you, thumb down. Left fingertips push, pull. Elbow out this time. Squeeze. Elbow out, squeeze. Shoulder blade towards the spine. 5. Squeeze. Squeeze the handle. Squeeze the grip. 2, 1. Lower. Supinate. Blocks horizontal still, just the other way. Elbow will come closer into the body as you pull. Relax the left fingertips for a second. Ground them, push, pull. Exhale, reach. Keep the elbow close to the body, squeezing back. Grab the grip tightly. 3, 2, 1. Lower. All right. Chaturanga push-up, isometric hold. I'm going to go level 3, level 2, level 1. Do it as you might want. You can go the other way around if you'd like. We're going to end with the challenge here on my side. Okay, get in position, reach through the hands. Lower. Find your block. Hover. Hover. Push through the hands. Breathe. 5. Squeeze. Tension. 2. Push away. Lower your block if you'd like. Back into position. Lower. Shoulders back like the pull. Hover. Create tension. Squeeze. Woo! 3, 2, 1. Push. Lower one more time if you got it in you. If you're brave. All right. Lower it down as if you were pulling last time here. Make it nice. Hips stay down, under control. See if you can find abs. Push through the hands, the whole hand. Push, push, push. Last one, last one, last one. Push, push, push. 3, 2, 1. Push away. Okay. Wow. We've got the split squat, iso, lunge position, left knee on the block. All right, I really want you to focus on extending the left toes into the mat. So left knee on the block, left toes down. Right foot push, hover. Stay close to the block. Now begin to push. Right foot down. It's almost as if you were trying to pull the right leg back and kick the right leg forward. That's action. That's pushing and pulling, pushing and pulling, pushing and pulling. 3, 2, 1. Okay, switch sides. Right knee on the block. Left foot down. Right toes into the floor. Push, pull, push, 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 pull. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Hover. Hold just above the block. Now begin pushing and pulling into the left. Trying to extend the right toes into the mat, into the ground. Come on. Go for it. This is it. Finish. 5 seconds. Hold. Kick a little harder. Kick a little harder. Kick a little harder. 3, 2, 1. Done. Okay. Stand up. Shake out for a second. Bounce, bounce, bounce. All right. Kick the legs. Grab your blocks in both hands. All right. We're done with the main portion. Toughest part is over. Grab your blocks. Palms facing me. Inhale, exhale. Ground down. Squeeze the right hand up. Hold it at the top. Squeeze. Twist the hand so palm is facing down. Lower. Slowly. Lower. Slowly. Open it back up. Squeeze up to the top. Twist. Twist all the way as far as you can. That's pronation. Lower. 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 Supinate. Squeeze up to the top. Twist at the top. Stay at the top. Stay at the top. And then lower. Do the rotation. And then the squeeze to the top. And then rotation. And then the lower to the bottom. Halfway home. Rotation. Squeeze. Squeeze the muscle. Wake it up. Twist. Rotate. Lower. If you're finding this to be a little too difficult, grab towards the thumb side of the block here. So move your hand along the center of mass. Open. You got 3. At your own pace. Control on the way down especially. You can feel some of those forearm muscles really working. And rather than just letting it fall to the floor, think about pushing it to the floor. Push it into the floor. Push it into the floor. Hello, muscles. Squeeze up to the top and push it into the floor. Push. 2, 1. Other side. Relax the right hand. Open the left. Squeeze with the left. Twist. Lower. Open. Supinate. Squeeze to the top. Pronate. Down to the bottom. Control. Almost like you're pushing down, but not with speed. Squeeze the top. Feel the bicep. Turn. Feel the forearm muscles working. Open. Squeeze. Close. Lower. Again, if you want to make this a little bit easier on that forearm or wrist, bring your thumb closer to the thumb side of the block. If not, stay in the middle. If you want to add a little more challenge element, you could pull your hand to actually the pinky side of the block as well. I got 3 more from here. Squeeze to the top, rotate, come on down, under control. Arms are cooking. Rotate. Push, push, push down into the floor. Open. Last one. Squeeze to the top. Rotate. Lower, lower, lower. Under control. Drop them off. Shake the hands out at your sides. Let them be gentle and light. Okay. Lay down on your back. We're going to keep our blocks. We're still using them. Lay down on your back. Take both blocks. Reach them straight up ahead. Now bring the blocks together. Hold them together. Take the center of the block just over your eyes. So if you look upon your horizon, you could probably see your thumbs in about that same exact line. So you're in a little bit of shoulder flexion. Now what I want you to do is bend the elbows. Watch the blocks come right over your head. They're coming right over their head. So they should hit the crown of your head. Once you get to the crown of the head, hold the position. Hover and reach up to the sky. Don't let your elbows go forward. Keep them straight up. Reach at the top towards the sky. You should feel triceps. If not, take your hands back a little bit further, lower. Here we go. Push, reach ahead. Lower. Push, reach ahead. Heels into the ground. Push the hands. Squeeze the blocks together. That's 5. Keep moving the whole time. Try and keep tension on that tricep muscle. You could shift your elbows back. But ideally, the edge of the block is coming right over to the top of your head, and it's going to hit you in the head And then you're going to reach away and push and press. Push and press. Got 5 more from wherever you are. Squeeze the elbows towards one another. Squeeze the blocks towards one another. 3, 2. Reach long at the top. Straighten that elbow to squeeze the tricep. Great. Hold the top position. Shift your elbow forward while keeping a straight arm. Hands and elbows go forward. So now your eyes are looking just over the top of the block. Squeeze the hands together as if you're trying to smash your fingertips into one another. Squeeze. Lower towards your knees, but keep squeezing. Slowly lower towards your knees. Keep squeezing the blocks together. Keep squeezing the blocks together. Keep squeezing the blocks together. Come down. Blocks meet your legs and lower them to the ground. All right. Drop your legs long. Rest the arms at your sides. Pull the right knee into your chest gently. Hold it there so it's kind of floppy and hanging. Notice how the right knee kind of pushes against your hand. And if you allow your hands and your wrist to relax, can you feel a little bit of stretchy or kind of a dislocating type of feeling through the hand and the wrist? And go ahead and bounce the right knee a little bit. See if you could soften the hands, the wrist. Relax. Lower the left, lower the right, bring up the left. Left knee into your hands. You're just cradling and holding it. See if you could create a little bit of distraction in the wrist joint. Breathe, exhale. Bounce the left knee using your hands. Your hands are bouncing the knee. But the elbows, the wrists, staying relatively relaxed, loose. Lower the left leg. Drop the hands back down. Take your right hand and put it inside your block. I haven't told Aaron about this new stretch, but I want you to take your right hand, put it on the handle. Never before seen stretch here. I want you to place your hand in your arm. Your forearm's going to go between your knees, so the block is behind both knees and thighs, keeping the underhand grip. Drop your head back and release the legs toward the ground very gently. Don't go crazy. Gently creating a little bit of distraction so your shoulder is pulling away from your body. If you know your shoulders dislocate, do not do this right now. Just be gentle here and release, squeezing your knees towards your chest, switching hands. Bringing the left hand between the legs. Once you've got it squeezed and situated behind your legs, you could lower the legs, straighten the arm, create the distraction moment at your elbow and your shoulder and your wrist. Be gentle. Allow it to be progressively pulled maybe a tiny bit further, but don't squeeze for more. Feel your shoulder running away from your ear. Just hold it where you're at. 2, 1, relax. And again, for this, be very gentle. Switch over to the right side. But this time, rather than having an underhand grip, I want you to try an overhand grip. Hands go between. You could cross over your ankles if that feels more comfortable. And just drop the hand. the wrist, the elbow, shoulder. Gentle here, very gentle. One more breath. Flex your knees. Switch hands on the block. Again, stay gentle. I know it could feel nice and you may want to go deeper and deeper, but just for the first time here, especially if you haven't done anything like this, be super kind. In between the legs, cross over the feet if you like. Drop down. It's easy to want to push and pull, get deep stretch, but stay here, hang out. Wonderful. If you'd like to continue to play with that, feel free to do so. If not, lie on your back. And rest your body. The face softening, the tension of the eyes releasing. Notice the melting of the shoulders into the ground. Invite the elbows, forearms, the hands to rest heavy. And enjoy a couple of minutes of solitude, quiet. Deepen the breath. Awaken the senses. Take the next 30 seconds to arrive at a seated position of some kind. Awesome. Well, that wraps up our strength session for today. I hope you enjoyed it. It certainly was something a little different for me, and I felt a bit of a challenge. Hopefully you did too at home, and we will see you next time.